sir, I mean, a lot of things actually we have read about you on different magazines, and then there's a documentary also on you that I have seen actually in Channel 9.
Okay. Oh, last month.
Last month,
Okay.
yes, I saw that documentary. So they're quite motivating actually for people like us who have been actually started doing this conservation and biodiversity conservation work. So there are a lot of people who follow us actually, our Exploring Nature group. They follow us, they read our newsletter Holocene. So basically it's for them that they want to know from you who have actually worked closely, devoted whole life for the protection of wildlife and forest. So basically I would like to know from you, sir, that what actually motivated you to devote your life?
No, I joined the department.
Right.
Like any other person.
Right.
For salary purpose.
1967 you joined?
Yeah.
Right.
1967 I joined.
Right.
After my training.
Okay.
Ordinary forester.
Yeah.
Without any these things, I joined the department.
Okay.
After joining, of course, I had an ambition to work in forest.
Okay. So why was that ambition was there to work for forest?
I like forest.
Okay.
Forest and animal.
How old you were at that time?
27.
Oh, okay.
27.
Quite young, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
But at that time, it was totally different aspects. No animals. Nothing. It was like a football ground.
Oh.
People used to come anytime. They will come. Even department people, they used to shoot animals.
And you were in Nagra then?
Yeah, I am in Nagra. My whole service in Nagra.
Nagra, right.
That was a big challenge because work conscious. That was there at that time. Nothing else except that. Nothing else. At that time. It was something like different. No communication, no this thing, vehicle, nothing. It was something like an islet, like thing, in Nagarwala. Of course, with all that, some of the people, they started coming. And they are started approaching me. So after seeing my work and all, then very often they used to come. And of course, little bit influence also is there. They used to ask several questions.
Okay.
I was not ready to answer for all those questions. Then slowly I started my work towards not only protection. Protection is my main agenda. My duty also, work also. Apart from that, I thought something different. Because if I know something, I have to tell some other people also. Like that, I started my career.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you are actually chairman of that organization, Wildlife First.
Wildlife First, yeah.
And you have been doing actually a lot of conservation related work or education related work.
Right.
So would you like to talk about that and how Wildlife First they have been working?
Yeah, definitely. I used to tell the people, not the kids, because they can't understand some of the things.
Right.
Only I used to ask them for conservation aspects. Why you have to conserve the forest, what are all the objects and all. Otherwise, no fun in going on telling, and it is laborious for the children. Only a little bit concerned about the conservation, not other aspects. First we have to think about the conservation.
Right.
And other aspects, slowly, if they are really
interested,
good, they can catch. But for other people, media people, there are a lot of media people will come.
Right.
Their support is very required.
Okay.
And of course, they are with us. And so many other these things.
So you are getting support from media people for your...
Yeah, definitely.
So what are the key activities for Wildlife First?
So many, because if anything goes wrong, we will get information. And of course, we will see who will take care of that information. Because we will get lot of information. Someone has to act, That's very difficult, even in department,
right.
Because we can't act.
Right.
Only we can pass on the information.
Right.
But one should act, we will search for that person.
Right.
Who will act, either the police or the forest, whatever it is. Because in forest department also some of the good people are there.
Right.
Even in police also. Then we will send the message to them. Sometimes they will act, sometimes I don't know. But that fear will be there.
Right. Everybody knows about that. I mean, probably you have kind of become a legend actually as a forest ranger.
I can't say.
No, people who in this circle actually they know that, they say that. Even
Because of my age, I think.
no. I mean, of course, but the one very key thing probably people always talk when you talk about you. They always talk about the Parari Thimma, the poacher, the notorious ivory poacher, who practically handled by you, and his all activities got stopped. So, would you like to talk about actually that your experience, how you dealt with him, and then entire Nagarhole got changed after that?
See, when I came to Nagarhole, nothing was there.
Right.
Except tree growth. And that also, a lot of these things are going on, smuggling and other things. Because at that time, two different these things. One is territorial and one is wildlife. Wildlife people, they don't have any these things. Control about that.
Okay.
All the controlled by territorial people. That's why that was a big this thing task. Then of course slowly I took control of these things. Today of course only wildlife is there, no territorial people.
Okay.
And no timber business or whatever it may be. It's very easy now. That is the difference today and at that time. Anyway, if you work hard, definitely it will get result.
Right.
Even department people, we quarrel with the department people. First, we control the department poaching and all. It's very difficult. And of course, at that time, staff also. Only I myself is a forester, 2 guards and 1 watcher.
You have only 2 guards and 1 watcher.
1 watcher.
That time.
And 250 square kilometer.
Wow.
And night walk without any. Now night vision is there.
Right.
Today nothing else.
Right.
At that time.
That time nothing was there.
Nothing.
Yeah.
We used to walk. Of course, I used to believe wild animals, not the human beings.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So they helped you. I mean, they used to give you the
If you have interest, you can do whatever you like.
Right.
And nobody asking me. That is another thing. Nobody asked me why you are doing this thing, why you are doing that thing. Nobody asked me.
That was a kind of support for you.
Especially higher ups. Some of the middle officers, of course, they have given a lot of problem. But higher ups, they have given
full support you got from the higher officers.